evening, everyone. Welcome to the show, and thank you all so much for being here. Glad you found this show. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with your host, Christopher LaPrath. And for anyone who's out there joining us for the very first time, just be sure to say something out there in the chat if you haven't already, so I know you're here, and then we can go ahead and put you in line for a reading. Now, the first time is always free, but going forward, it's $10 per reading, or we can do the entire month for $100, and that covers 3 shows per week, so it's a pretty sweet deal there. Now, tonight's title is Super Duper Natural, and Christopher has some great things to say about that. So without further ado, here he is, and enjoy the show.
Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. I always light the incense to start the show, and this is to send you blessings of relaxation and reward. To let you know that what it is you truly need is coming to you, and to allow it, to absolutely allow it. So this incense is being lit for you to open up that space of allowance, to allow these blessings to come in. So tonight, you've all heard of the supernatural. It's what I do. It's what you've experienced in one way or another. Every one of you. I know you have. But really, when you think about supernatural, everything is really supernatural and really unexplainable. The fact that we're even born from 2 cells, an egg and a sperm, a tree, a tiny, tiny seed. Hundreds of years later, the tree is huge and is still living. There are miracles around us. There are supernatural things that are happening to us every day. But I want to talk about experiencing the super duper natural. And in doing some research, in working on your brain and doing simple, seemingly simple brain exercises, it creates antenna in your brain. So if you're stuck to doing things one way, if you're not open to learn, and no matter what that learning is, it can shut down your antenna. So growing up, we only received one channel on our television, even though there was CBS, ABC, and NBC. We could have gotten 3 channels. Wow. But our antenna, not so good. To experience the super duper natural is to increase your antennas, to increase the brain power. And that's what they're really finding out, is building these neurons, our new neural pathways. If you look at pictures of a neuron, they look like trees, they look like antennas. That's what this is. So to experience the super duper natural, I wanted to share with you something. We are analog beings in a digital age. Our brains were wired to run from one lion, not an entire jungle of lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. But when, this is interesting, I want to share this with you because I get excited about it, but when you watch the news, your brain becomes overtaxed. When you're scrolling and you're watching one bad news report after another bad news report after another bad news report, if you're in social media, Instagram, whatever it is, however it is, whatever social media you use, and there's one horrific story after another, and people are spouting these horrible predictions, let me share something with you. Our higher brain grasps that those things are happening at a different place at a different time. But the lower limbic brain, that area of the brain that controls fight, flight, or freeze, it's happening now. It's happening here. When you're reading something, and your logical brain, your higher level brain is like, yeah, that was then, that was there, not anywhere near me. It doesn't do that with the limbic brain. It's happening now. It's happening to you. It's happening here. And what that does is it damages, they've proven it, damages your hippocampus. And I love hippocamps. Like, I think there should be more of them in the world to preserve the hippos. Now I sound like Rosanna Dana, right? If you guys don't know what a hippocampus is, I think that might be where Abby and Marilyn are camping, is a hippocampus. Anyway, the hippocampus is really an interesting area of the brain. It has to do with long-term memory and where memory is stored. And it has to do with spatial memory, okay? Is, for instance, like where things are. That's the hippocampus. And I know some of you are nurses on the program, Marilyn, Pitts, Abby. You guys know what I'm talking about with the hippocampus. But now I'm going to tie it in to the title, Super Duper Natural. Is if you're really wanting to extend your antenna to experience more of the supernatural in a super duper way, then the hippocampus deals with religious beliefs, spiritual practices, and is highly activated during meditation. But if you are overtaxed, if you are overstressed by reading or experiencing these news articles or this bad news, even bad news from a friend that tells you horrible news, it is overtaxing the brain and especially the hippocampus. So I'm not a doctor, so I'm going to read from this book, and I've recommended this book. This is by Dr. Alberto Villoldo. You can take a picture of it. It's called Grow a New Body. So I'm going to read from this book, because he talks about this. The hippocampus is rich in cortisol receptors. And when stress floods the system with cortisol, those stress hormones damage the hippocampus, which can shrink by nearly 50% in size. But by nourishing the brain with omega-3 fatty acids, you can repair the hippocampus and reset it. You can begin to see beauty where you only saw ugliness, and sense of opportunity where you perceived only danger and negativity. The hippocampus repairs quickly, and when you stop feeding your brain adrenaline and caffeine, you start to transform the negative effects of stress. So, I wanted to share that one little point. Ken and I are going to increase we don't deal with a lot of negativity. We don't watch a lot of negativity or do that. If it does appear on social media that we're in, we just simply scroll past it. We won't even read it. And so if you're going to repost something that is negative or anything along those lines, think about what you're doing to other people's hippocampus. Okay? Just a thought. Whew! Okay. Group card. Now, for those of you new on the show tonight, this is the reward card. And so what an incredible card this is for all of us. Because again, it's not just about fortune or money or material, prosperity, wealth. It's about prosperity in the spiritual sense. So it was perfect about this super duper natural ability. It's coming, it's developing, it's growing. you actually being on the show for all of these weeks and months, you can feel the energy. And I could write you out papers of how much change I've seen, or sensed, I should say, sensed in every one of you that have been on the show for almost 2 years now. Isn't that amazing? Really amazing. Okay. So this is important to focus on the positive, because this reward is about your continued success. So it's about following your rainbow, following your heart, following what it is you love doing, and the profits, the money, the prosperity live in your visions and dreams, and they will appear. They will come. Put your heart first, and the reward is always there. Okay. That was really good. Thank you all for being here. All right, who do we have on first?
That's huge. Marilyn is first tonight.
Marilyn Pitts?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So, if you're new to the show, what I do is I shuffle the cards, and whatever card falls out, Marilyn, your higher self picked. So, and this is going to be for every one of you. Marilyn, are you willing to let go of the belief that you're just a drop in the ocean? But in actuality, you are the entire ocean in a drop. You are the epitome of the entire universe. So what you do and what you say, it matters. So, number one, this is a trip to the ocean. It's a needed getaway. It's a kind of a needed respite. And get something blue for you to look at every day. I don't know where most of the time you sit, or get a blue scarf. Get something really like a beautiful blue like this. And I can, if you can actually look up the benefit of blue. There's something really strong coming through. Okay, there's a song, it's called My Blue Heaven. I have to look this up. I don't know what this means, Marilyn. I don't even know who sang it. Do you know, can you look that up real quick?
Yeah.
Kennan's looking it up. Hold on, Marilyn.
Gene Austin.
Who?
Gene Austin.
Gene Austin?
Yeah. Or I'll put the lyrics in.
Gene Austin. So Kennan's going to put the lyrics in the chat. Thank you, Kenan. When you do this spiritual work, it actually changes genes. It actually changes DNA. And so Kennan's typing this in. I want to read this to you. Day is ending. Birds are wending back to the shelter of each little nest they love. Nightshades fall, lovers calling, what makes the world go round? Nothing but love. When whippoorwills call and evening is nigh, I hurry to my blue heaven. I turn to the right, a little white light will lead you to my blue heaven. Wow, Marilyn, I'm getting chills. Why am I getting chills? A little nest that nestles where roses bloom. Just Molly and me and baby makes three. We're happy in my blue heaven. A smiling face, a fireplace, a cozy room, a little nest that nestles where roses bloom. Wow. This is that, I just feel that peace coming for you and on you. Wow. I have a blue painting in my room, ocean type of painting. I know that song. So look at the words of that song. It means something. And so let me tell you a story. And this feels very similar. I think maybe I already shared this story with all of you, but I was doing a reading for a woman, and I got that song, Ooga Chaka, Ooga Chaka. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. I said, Brenda, what does that song mean? She goes, I don't know. The next day she calls me, and she was bawling. She's like, oh my God, Chris. She said, I was holding my daughter who was 2 years old. And because I said, this baby is singing this song to you. She's like, I have no idea. And the next day she called, she goes, I was dancing with my daughter. I was holding my daughter, she was 2, to that song, When I Lost the Baby. And through a miscarriage. And so this song has that kind of connotation to it, Marilyn. It's from beyond. There's somebody... You know who this is. Okay, who's next?
Mindy's next.
Okay, hey Mindy. Huh?
Then it's Grant.
Then it's Grant. Okay, Grant, thanks for being here. Everybody welcome Grant to the show. Okay, Mindy. So when I was like in 4th grade, I was doing math and I got the answer wrong, and my math teacher, he looked like Ichabod Crane. He took a ruler and smacked my hands. And it set up a response in my brain, and so I bought the belief system that I was not good at math from that instance. And then I did work around being told I was stupid or ignorant or whatever around that, and it cleared. You know what? I'm having a really weird sensation, Melinda. It's in my right ear. Like it's actually painful. Like it's really strange. Anywhere where anyone has ever told you that you are ignorant or unintelligent, or use the S word, are you willing to let go of that now? Because it is something you heard that was extremely painful. And it wasn't your dad. There's something here with, I mean, that could have been one of them, but This is even someone like somebody at school, like a teacher or a classmate. Are you willing to release that and know how smart you are? Acclaim your intelligence. Okay, who's next?
Great. It's Grant.
Okay, yeah, Grant. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. Just the other night, you left just before I was going to pull your card, so I'm glad you stayed. So, Grant, if I have permission to clear some energy here, I will. But this is around needing to apologize for what you enjoy. For anyone or anything that criticized you or made fun of you for what you like. Because are you willing to fully claim how unique you are? There is no one on the planet like you. There never will be anyone on the planet like you. And just know how precious you are. Know how gifted you are. So I love that this came on top of Melinda's card, because this is rejoicing. It is not just joicing, but rejoicing. This is you moving back into your joy, more so than you ever have. In the next few days and weeks, as this energy clears and you're clearing away this, would have no problem if somebody dumped a bag of garbage overnight in your yard. You'd have no problem going out and picking it up. You'd probably be upset that they left it there. This is the same thing as to what happened with people criticizing what you like. And then make it in any way you thinking that, well, you have to like what they like, and then that X's you out, right? It just kind of zeroes you out, X's you out. No, this is you reclaiming what it is you absolutely love and then doing it. This is where the money comes from. This is where the abundance, the prosperity, the renown, that's where it comes from, because it's very unique. Okay.
John's next.
John Klettlinger. Anywhere, John, that you believe you have to give up something to get something, are you willing to let go of that now? In other words, if I get a lover, or when I get a lover, a partner, I have to give up my time, money, freedom, whatever that is. I love this, how the synchronicity of the cards is building tonight. So it started with Melinda, then Grant, and not compromising what he loves. This is you not compromising love. Or because true love isn't, it's not even thinking about giving or taking. It just simply happens, right? It's not even an issue. But that's what's coming your way, where it's just easy. And when you get little clicks or little flirtations, that's the universe's preview as to what's coming. Okay? So think about that. Like, tell the universe, oh, thank you for this great experience with this person. I know there's something better coming. Okay. All right. Who's next?
Very good. It's Ashley.
Ashley?
From Facebook, right?
Ashley, okay. Thank you. I wonder if your daughter's here tonight. It would be a new somebody new.
Not that I've seen yet.
Okay. So Ashley, anywhere where you have bought into the belief that there's nothing new under the sun. You know, around 1912, it was said in scientific magazines that everything scientific, everything that could be invented has already been invented. This is around 1912. So there was that movie. I didn't actually ever see it, but it was about the woman who invented the ring mop. You know, the mop, and then you can actually wring it out. And she made millions. That's what I get here is when you, in releasing this energy around anything new that can be created, it's already been created. It opens up the space for you to invent and create. And then again, building on the entire theme of the reading is knowing your value. Okay. I'm going to go back to Marilyn Pitt's card about the blue. The blue is the chakra for the throat, speaking your mind. But don't tell your invention to others. Then you've got the logic, right? That you're smart, like Melinda's card. Rejoice, like Grant. Being free of having to give up time or freedom for getting what it is, what you want. And so that's the whole point of this inventor card. And if you want more money, think about start teaching classes. Like buy the materials, but then have people buy them back from you with a little bit of upcharge because they didn't have to go and get it themselves. And then charge for your time and your money, your efforts. To where it's good for you. Okay.
Actually, daughter Sarah is on, by the way.
Oh, Sarah.
Yeah.
Is Sarah next?
She's not next. She'll be a little ways on.
Okay, Sarah, you're coming up. Stay on the program. We do this in order.
Okay. Lindsay's next if you want to go.
Okay, Lindsay. All right. Thanks, Lindsay. So, Lindsay, I was thinking about you with this omega-3. Okay, number one. It's going to help you get out of. This is that book. I'm gonna. If you missed the beginning, this is called "Grow a New Body" by Dr. Alberto Villoldo. You could take a picture of it. But this is where feeding the hippocampus with meditation. Meditation is very profound to help the hippocampus grow. It will help you get out of the fight or flight, and omega-3s. Okay. All right, good. And who's next?
It's Geo and possibly Cat.
Oh, Geo and possibly Cat. Okay, Jared, here we go. I think, Jared, either you or Kat just had this card. Jared, you can do better at telling your workforce what to do. You know what I mean. Tell your guides, your angels, to hook you up and hook you up now with your connections, with networking, increasing your network, and how much time you want for yourself. This is like getting a business plan, but it's not a business plan for the doctor's office. It's a business plan for you. How you want your life to be, how much time, how much free time you want, how much time you love working, how much time you love going to school, the time with the kids, Kat. This is putting your guides to work so that you have time to be a hermit. Oh boy, this is a big one for all of us. Anywhere, Jared, that you have to earn God's approval. You have to earn others' approval. What if those approvals are from people that are really not good people? Yeah, this is about just stepping into it and being it. So anywhere where you believe or were taught that you had to earn by good behavior, by doing things a certain way, by jumping through hoops to earn God's love or God's approval, are you willing to let go of that? Okay. And Kat?
Yes.
Kat is here with you. Okay. I don't know what's happening with you, Kat, but man, I got to tell you, you're in flux, and it's really a good flux. Yeah. Okay, so actually, Kat, 2 cards fell out. This is the Emperor card and the Sun card. So thank you for being here with the group. These are 2 of the highest cards in the deck. So what a great way to be about halfway through the readings, are we?
All right, yeah. More than halfway.
More than halfway. For all of us, the Sun card is the highest card in the deck. It is the sun. It is more leisure, more vacation. You accomplish more in your leisure time by planning. So remember I said everything is created twice. Everything. Everything around you is created twice. First, it's created in people's brains. It's created in your imagination. That's where you excel. Then it's brought up into the physical world. So, Kat, what other people view as downtime or off time, you're in this creation mode. That's where you excel, is when you can relax. And this is the Emperor card, definitely your own business. Okay, hope that helps.
Scott Ambrosi.
Scott Ambrosi. Okay, Brosi. So negativity is not so. I think we talked about this a couple shows ago, where you can use negativity to dispel negativity. Like when negativity comes up from around you, or there's dispel it. It is not yours. it's like if you brush up against something that smells bad, and then you walk away, and a couple hours later you smell it, and you're like, "Wow, I smell bad." No, it's just what's on you or what you brushed up against. So this is not yours, and then whatever has been negatively, which may have served you in the past, it's coming up and bubbling up, and you're letting it go. Which is a great gift. Like it's really a good thing, but it can actually make you sometimes feel physically not well or super tired. So again, omega 3s, right? Highly recommend. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but highly recommend according to this Dr. Veloto. And then it also helps you to meditate and experience the spiritual because it isn't just social media. It's not just the news that can affect us in a negative way. It can be the people we're around or the people we talk to. It can be a lot of factors. So this is about that negativity clearing away for you. And I'm going to pull another card for you real quick. Because you have something to do with time space. So the power, sometimes the powers that be can clamp down when they see somebody gifted. They go, oh, no, 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 we can't let him to be service of the world and serve others and help the consciousness grow and help the planet. No, 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 no. And they can clamp it down. That's the negativity. But this card on top of the negativity indicates that this gift of time space is all coming back to you. Or, yeah. And if you're going, who, me? I go, yeah, Doctor Who. That's who. Okay. Time space, right? All right. Marilyn and Abby? Yeah. Marilyn and Abby. Okay. Okay, Marilyn. You look really cute in a vest. So you've got this really quirky friend on the other side. Very bizarre sense of humor. And they're talking about Marilyn, just put your vest on, get your gun, and go climb a tree. The deer are going to pass by. The deer are going to come to you. It's this very kind of just a really funny guy. I get it. This is a guy kind of very flamboyant, but really funny. And he's talking about you. A hunter doesn't always go like Elmer Fudd, I'm going to get to rabbit, I'm going to get to rabbit, and walking through the woods. It's being in one place and allowing it to come to you and just being patient. You're experiencing the harvest. You're going to be experiencing a harvest. Allow allow more. Just wait. But wear your vest. Okay. All right, Abby. Oh my God, that was wild. Okay. Okay, so Abby, you may not ever have wanted to do a hot air balloon ride. What is this symbolic of me of is to stretch yourself. Number one, do more stretching. Number two is do something. Stop putting off what you've been thinking about doing because it may be inconvenient or you're not sure that you'll be good at it. Nobody's good at everything. Nobody's good at anything when they first start. This is you starting. This is you taking the chance of a hot air balloon. So what it means is what's been scaring you or holding you back or you've been in doubt about, do it, girl. Just do it. Because the hot air balloon, when I did it, it was amazing. Yeah. One of the best of the many experiences in my life. Okay.
So Teresa's on next.
Okay.
Teresa.
Teresa? All right. And then we have Sarah coming up, right?
Yep, it's Giles, Hannah, and then Sarah.
Giles, Hannah, and then Sarah. Okay, Sarah, you're coming up. Okay, and this is
Teresa.
Teresa. You know, Kenna makes these selenite bracelets, obsidian, kyanite. When you're done talking to somebody and you feel a little odd, push that energy. It's not your energy. It's an invasive energy. And just clear it. Okay, just clear it. So, because sometimes these invasive energies that are on people, they can be insidious and make you think that it's you, but it's not. So you're getting better and better at detecting them, but you're going to get better and better, even better and better at detecting it. And so this is messages for all of us. When you begin to feel a little off, like I talk to students every day at a university, and I just notice how I feel after I speak with each of them. And I will literally, after a phone call, go outside and I'll clear it. Because I can tell it's not me. But so many people are so overburdened with these energies that they just try to put it off on other people. Like you've heard of blame, shame, and guilt, right? They try to put blame, shame, and guilt on other people. So this is you being more sensitive to it and just either returning to sender or just sending it off. Okay. Who's next?
Giles is next.
Giles, okay. So Giles, get some sage or get some incense and clean your house. Put salt under your bed, a bowl of salt, like table salt is fine. Put a salt under your bed. And when you have sage, clean your house. Tell any spirits or entities that are there in no uncertain terms to leave and to never return. Or I mean the entities that are there that are not for your good, not for your best and highest. They're just hanging around. They're not beneficial to you. They've not made any progress. And any ones that have followed you home from the military, send them on. Any of your buddies that were in the military, that were even in your house at any given time, had stuff on them. This is major summer cleaning, Giles. Major summer cleaning. Use your prayer, use your spirituality, use the incense, use the sage, whatever you got, buddy, and clean that house and send those spirits on. They have a place. They're not making progress hanging around you. You are a light in itself, but they need to move to a bigger light, a brighter light where they need to be, not around you. Good one. And then put salt at your front door, salt at your back door. When you're putting the salt out, I'm getting excited. Sorry, I get a little loud. When you put the salt out, in no uncertain terms, you say, nothing and no one enters my house unless it's for my best and highest good. Okay.
Hannah's next.
Okay, Hannah. So, honor your abilities, honor your gifts of spirit, and thank them. Like, be really grateful, even if it's a chant or a prayer. Oh, it's a song. This is you writing a song of gratitude for your guides. So it can be a pop song, but it also can be interpreted as a spiritual song, as rock and roll. I mean, it's across kind of all genres, but it's this recognition of spirit in people's lives. So my book, my movie that Scott's helped me write, is about that. It is about opening up to the wonders around you, the super duper natural. Okay. And honoring it in music. Okay, and then?
So now it's Sarah.
And you wrote a song called Thank You?
Oh.
That's awesome. Okay, all right, Sarah, we got to you.
She's actually last.
And she what?
She's actually last.
Okay, all right, Sarah. Sarah, anywhere where you have been taught or believed or told that your creativity can't make money, or your creativity or your art cannot anywhere where you've been told or believed that your art or creativity was constricted, or anywhere where you believed it's not good enough, or any of that, are you willing to release this right now? This is call upon the greatest artists to help you. Whatever your art is, whether that's singing or pottery or painting, whatever this art is, acting, drama, whatever this is, call upon the masters of that, because they're on the other side. They will absolutely inspire you. They are just waiting to be asked for your help. They're wanting to help, but it's inappropriate for them to help if you don't ask them to, right? So the pot of gold is in you. It's not at the end of the rainbow. It's not something you pursue. This is awakening in you this amazing creativity. And I'm telling you, this is happening. Sarah, look at me. This is happening. Your art is important. Be free in any way, shape, or form of ever doubting that. Okay, and I saw Jeff just popped on. All right, hey Jeffrey, here we go. All right, my Sir Jeff. We talked about this earlier in the program. Everything is created twice. I was talking to Dr. Jared's wife, Kat, about this. Everything is created twice. It is created first in the imagination. Then it's created in the physical. The plans are drawn, the materials are gathered, and it's created in the physical. Spend more time in your imagination. And anywhere, Sir Jeff, anywhere where anyone told you to stop daydreaming, can you let go of that right now in any way, shape, or form? You live in the daydream. Your power is in the daydream. Wow. I'm impressed. Like, that was not from me. I swear to God, that was amazing. Your power is, and I want to tell every one of you on the show, and Ken and my son, everyone that's listening, whether it's on this show or 10 years from now, and share the video, please. Or at least tell other people about the show. There's more people we can help. The power is in your imagination. The power is in the dream, because that's where everything starts. And especially, Jeff, that is true with you. Boom. I love it. Boom. Boom. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. Let's do this again Sunday night. I treasure every one of you. And please give me feedback. Let me know about your super duper natural happenings. I love to hear these. I love to hear Jeff sent me this video one time of he's playing music, and this huge herd of elk started crossing the road in front of him. And it was like they were dancing to the music. It was so bizarre. Right, Jeff? Anything like that happens, I love to hear it. I'll share it with the people on the show. And actually, John, oh my God, you guys. John got this. Hang on. I got to show you before the show gets over. My Sir John Kletlinger, he took this picture. Can you put on that? There you go. So he took this photograph of the Milky Way, and he made a print of it. I'm going to see if any of you want this print. Oh my God. I'll find out how much it is from him. But isn't that fantastic? That's the super duper natural. Experience more of that. Blessings this coming week, and we'll talk on Sunday.